For decades, we autumn-loving women have been made fun of, called pumpkin spice-obsessed weirdos,
Why do they judge us?
because they don't understand. They don't understand that fall is more than just a season. It's a feeling, a whisper in the air, a time when our homes don't just shelter us, they wrap us in warmth and, yes, maybe a touch of magic.
The best way to really make your home cozy for fall is to remember to bring in all 5 of the senses, starting with sense of smell. So having candles or creating a simmer pot, that is like one of my favorite things to do. Make a simmer pot every fall. My whole house smells amazing. Next, remember sight. So lights, twinkle lights, candlelit, all of this makes your space feel so much more magical. Of course, the sense of touch. Soft pillows, soft blankets, lots of texture so you can cozy in and read a book. We can't forget taste. My favorite thing this time of year is apple crisp or making pumpkin loaves, chocolate chip cookies. Nothing says fall like baked goods. And last but not least, don't forget sound. I love having a nature soundtrack play all throughout the house on my Alexas. I love hearing the rustling leaves or the sound of birds or waterfalls. It just it calms me and it calms my entire home. So this fall, let your home be your sanctuary. Stir love into your tea, charm your pillows with comfort, and fill every corner with a little bit of magic. Because this isn't just a season, it's your time to relax and recharge. This video is all about the season, but it's also about the season I'm in right now. When we first moved in, I was so excited to have these bedroom curtains and bring these bright, beautiful colors to my space, and it worked for me. I wanted to feel energized in the morning when I got up, but I'm in a different season right now, which is like burnout. I'm tired, man. I need to rest. I need to sleep more, and I need my bedroom to be that cozy cocoon, that space that signals to my brain, calm down and go to sleep. The bright colors are leaving, and I am embracing like sad beige bedroom era because when I soothe my space, I soothe my soul. Maybe I'm calling this muted magic, but if you're also having trouble sleeping or you need more of a serene sanctuary, try eliminating the clutter, the bright colors, the patterns, the noise from your bedroom. A few months ago, I moved in teal chairs here in the bedroom, like rearranged some of the furniture. Best thing I ever did, except we really missed having the chairs in the basement, and also they were not comfortable. So Joe and I have been on the hunt for new chairs for this area, and we didn't want to spend a lot of money, first of all, and they had to be comfortable and practical. So when we found these at a discount home store, they were very dirty, but they were so comfortable. The manager gave us a discount, and I quickly cleaned them. As soon as I brought them in this space, like, I felt what I needed. Like just removing the blue for the white, instantly I felt calmer. So now I'm just gonna continue that and like undecorate my whole bedroom. I actually really love these curtains, but this isn't goodbye. I'm just saying see you later, alligator. I'm gonna move them under my bed in a bin with all the other colorful things and replace them with something more muted, more calming. So when I need to be energized, I can bring them back out, but for right now, this season in life, I need relaxation. One of the things I've always not liked about this bedroom is the floor, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money, but I also want to feel really grounded in this space. So I got this budget discount rug. It had some of the like pink and yellow and blues, which I like just in case I want to bring the curtains back in the spring, but I haven't actually rolled it out and seen what it looked like. It was just so inexpensive. I couldn't resist. I'm hoping I like it. I'm hoping it works in the space. I'm hoping it feels boring. And let's roll it out and see. I've had bad luck with carpets before. It was too small and it was like bright colors and didn't really match. That's the thing about ordering online. You just have no idea what you're gonna get. Okay, it's pretty, it's soft. It's not super fall, but that way if I bring back the curtains, yes, maybe? I feel like we shimmy shop.
Roll it up.
Oh, that's very smart of you. I'm not scooching! Wait, I got mine. Muscles! Someone's in a fire! Okay. Look at me!
Okay, now roll.
Oh my god, that's so smart! Oh my god, you're a genius. I married you for a reason. I love the yellow, but it has to go. I want calm. And so I'm adding texture with new blankets. I mean, this is all kinds of boring beige, but it does have this beautiful waffle pattern. I got it from Amazon. It was so inexpensive, but I'm hoping it adds the cozy without adding the distracting bright colors. Speaking of texture, a knitted blanket is a must. Oh, it's fall. And the secret to laying it, apparently, I looked this up, is to lay it like you didn't care, but also like really care. So like make it look a little messy, like, oh, it just, bleh, but not too messy. Apparently there's an art to this, an art that I am not good at, but nothing says magical more than fairy lights, but they're also really practical in the bedroom because at night Joe and I like to read our Kindles, but the lamps are like too much light, you know, or we're watching a movie and we just want a soft ambiance without it blaring in our eyes. Fairy lights wrapped around your bed give that whimsical, magical, but also practical feeling to your bedroom. It's time for nature. This is definitely my favorite part of decorating for fall, is just adding little subtle hints of pumpkins. Almost everything's from the Dollar Tree, just fake leaves. I painted some of them to make them more neutral. I definitely also want to go outside and cut some Phragmite from the ditch. I think it's so beautiful and it's a free way to add some fall decor to your bedroom. This painting I stole from the basement to cover the disaster that is my wall, and I didn't want to paint. And what do you do with like, what? I don't know. So I just got this really cheap canvas and I'm gonna just pretend I painted the wall. I'm hoping this just, you know. Oh, I need to hang a screw slightly higher. 3M strips to the rescue. And last but not least, make sure you light some candles because nothing says cozy oasis like some gorgeous fall candles. And they also add a touch of magic. Fall is upon us, and I am a basic pumpkin spice loving girl, so I love a hot beverage this time of year, and I'm taking my usual routine of making tea and coffee, and I'm turning it into a magical elixir. Bring on the glass jars, bring on the herbs and dried flowers, and get your cauldron ready, or just like your basic teapot, and cast a spell upon your morning or evening routine. I love having tea, but instead of just a traditional tea bag, you can make it a little bit extra and fall magical just by using loose leaf tea. They smell insanely amazing, and there's something really special about opening up your jar and pouring it into your teapot, adding the hot water. You can take it a step further and add fresh lemon. I'm now a beekeeper and I harvest my honey, so I'm adding fresh honey from my hive right to my tea too. And it's these little extra steps that feel like a ritual. They make it feel special. We're just brewing a pot of tea, but even that we can romanticize and make it feel like a magical part of our day. And magic or not, you know I'm gonna label those jars. And then in my kitchen, I just picked a little spot. I have this stand and I'm adding the jars and the honey and everything I will need to make the perfect cup of tea. What I love most about making either a hot beverage station or a loose leaf tea station is that it's practical, but it's also decor. We should be using our food in our kitchen as a part of a thing of beauty, right? I mean, it should be beautiful. And doing it like this not only looks magical, but the act of brewing a pot of tea feels magical too. Speaking of using food as your decor in your kitchen, if you have a corner, an empty corner on your counter, or you can declutter something to make an empty corner, why not fill it with cake domes and jars for cookies and add all of your favorite fall baked goods like croissants and muffins and tarts and pie. You're baking these things anyways, or you're eating these things anyway, even store-bought cookies. Who cares? But make the treats part of your decor in your kitchen. It's going to make it feel magical. And I added some lights and some leaves and little like Dollar Tree pumpkins just to give it that extra boost of magic. I love it that it's so practical. It's only your food, but it also feels cozy. And that is exactly what your kitchen should feel like this season. And also, don't forget your spices. Take a few seconds and bring your fall spices to the front. A little dash of cloves, some pumpkin spice. All of those deserve to be the first thing you see when you open your spice cabinet. If you want some amazing ideas for fall desserts and treats and just so many cool magical things, you've got to check out Joyful Hostess. Joyful Hostess is the collab that we're doing in today's video, and it's actually Mara. Mara joined the Clutterbug team a year ago, and I am so excited to partner with her for this video because we're both like giant fall pumpkin spice loving practical magic nerds. So Mara is showing you amazing fall treats. She's also, of course, doing a margarita bar because you got to. I'm going to put a link to Mara's video in the description below. You got to make sure you check that out. Also, let me know in the comments below some practical ways that you like to make your kitchen feel cozier or like feel more like fall. Right now, my kitchen smells amazing. I can smell the fresh herbs from the tea and the baked goods. All you have to do is light a candle, add some soft music, and let your kitchen wrap you in a beautiful, magical hug. I totally want this video to be cozy and magical, but I'm gonna get real with you for a second. I spend all of my time telling you to declutter, to have less stuff, which is ironic that I'm about to share my love of adding fall decor. And I really want to encourage you to add a little nature to your space too. And you might be thinking, I don't want to spend money and I don't want to have more stuff. But our home isn't about it being a minimalist, barren space. Decluttering is about removing things that don't signal positive things to our brain. So the extra piles of laundry that we have to do, or the piles of paper clutter. By adding a touch of warmth and whimsy and coziness to your home, it isn't about adding clutter. It's about signaling to your brain that this is your sanctuary, your oasis. It's also about changing up your decor in little subtle ways because I call it the power of pretty. We get numb to our space seeing it every single day. And when we make subtle little changes, we fall in love with our home all over again. And so while I tell you to declutter, I do think there's real magic and power in adding a little bit of dollar store fall decor. Don't spend a lot of money. I have one bin, everything's from the dollar store, but it is these little subtle touches that make all the difference when creating a cozy and inviting home, especially this time of year. The thing I love most about decorating from the Dollar Tree is not only is it really inexpensive, but they have so many colors to choose from. So you don't have to make everything orange. There's pink and blues and purples, soft grays. This way you can subtly add fall decor to your home for $10 or $15, but without having to change anything. You get the feeling of redecorating a space without having to actually redecorate the space. You're bringing in nature, you're bringing in pumpkins, and everything can be from the dollar store. Speaking of magic, it's the perfect time to thank today's video sponsor, Shelf Genie. They will come into your home and, like magic, grant your storage and organizing wishes. I had a Shelf Genie consultant come into my kitchen and help me with all the things that just weren't working. I love that they come up with creative solutions for your storage problems, but you don't have to change anything about your home structurally or do any renovations. They retrofit what you already have and give you exactly what you need. My favorite thing is my garbage and recycling and composting pullout. We didn't have a spot in the kitchen for garbage, so turning this space into a pullout means no more messy garbage back in behind. And we couldn't buy something for this because of all the pipes and the weird angles, but Shelf Genie will design a custom solution that fits your problem no matter what. They took the doors off. It's so perfect. You've got to give this a try. I'm going to put a link in the description and a pinned comment, so make sure you get your free Shelf Genie consultation today and help them, like magic, solve your organizing problems. I'm so excited to talk about this because it's something I haven't shown you before, or it's been a really long time, but I absolutely love doing, but I also feel like it's intimidating, and that is making soap. This is the time of year when we want to create. I feel like all of us, we're craving a simpler time. It's why we want to can our tomatoes, it's why we want to bake, and maybe you don't do those things, but like somewhere deep inside you wish you would. This is why I feel like making soap is practical, but also kind of magical. It's really, really easy, but at the end you get something very useful out of it. Usually I use like a glycerin soap, but this time I'm using a shea butter. I don't know if I'm saying that right, with oatmeal. You literally just put it in a glass dish and microwave it. It's that easy. It already smells so good. You can see it steaming and melted. I like to do little batches at a time because I want lots of different kinds of soap. I harvested some lavender earlier. I really did though. That sounds so crazy. If you do dried flowers in your soap, it acts like as an exfoliant. Maybe a couple will have some chamomile. You can add essential oils to your soap. A lot of people add oatmeal flakes, so it's like soothing for your skin. Honey, you can add, it's really moisturizing. And this mold I actually found at the dollar store. You can also find them like on Amazon. They're really inexpensive, but this is it. It's such a fun thing to do. Maybe you're having a party or with your kids. Make your own homemade soap. You just let it sit. As it cools, it hardens. You pop them out and you have luxury, magical, practical fall soap literally in minutes. You know how I always tell you to declutter your vintage teacups? Sorry about that, because we're going to use vintage teacups to make candles. I just went to the thrift store. I got these for like $1 each. I'm so in love, and making candles is actually really easy. And is it even fall without a gorgeous pumpkin smelling or vanilla smelling candle? I don't think so. Really easy to make, and all the supplies you can get online on Amazon or any really craft supply store. I have beeswax from my beehive. Calm down, Cass, I know. But I also like the pellets or the soy pellets. And then you just have to get these little wicks that you can hot glue or use a bit of the wax to secure in the bottom of your container. And then anything can become a candle. A vintage teacup, maybe you have an old butter dish, maybe you have something that was your grandmother's or your mom's, but it doesn't serve a purpose. Why not make that beautiful vessel actually practical? Once your wax is melted on a double boiler on the stove, go ahead and pour it in to make your candle. So beautiful. Now you can add essential oils. I have so many here. I have like spiced cider and snickerdoodle. And then once it starts to set, this is like the really fun part where you add things like jar anise, Smells like black licorice, so cute. Or you can have like cinnamon sticks as stir sticks and add all of this to your little candles so it's beautiful. It looks like fall. Your whole house will smell amazing, but you have the pride in knowing that you made it yourself. You didn't spend a bazillion dollars. You made your own candles, and you can do this in a few minutes. Thank you guys so much for those of you who have stayed to the end. Emily and Mara and I went out for a Dollar Tree run to get all the cool stuff to decorate, and on the way back, pumpkin spice lattes because we had to stop at Starbucks because pumpkin spice lattes. But while we were in the drive-thru, Emily saw the car ahead and she thought it was a friend of hers, and we wanted to like get the person's attention because we couldn't see. We wanted them to like look, but I didn't want to honk. I didn't want to be rude. My car has a feature where you can make the horn a fart. So I thought maybe like instead of honking, I'd fart at them and they'd be like, "What's the farting?" And they'd look. So we go into the settings while we're in the drive-thru of Starbucks and we're like turning on the fart settings. It literally has a whole fart setting. We're turning it all on. We're trying to find the honk thing. And then all of a sudden, like I turn to go up to order and it's farting randomly. The car inside, loud, juicy, just loud. I'm like, turn it off, we're next. And I'm starting to panic because it's so loud inside the car, not outside of the car, just all this fart noises. And Emily's shutting it off, but it's not turning off. And Emily, it's not turning off. And we're all like dying hysterically. So yep, then it's my turn at the Starbucks window. And I roll down the window and it's just the juiciest fart, so loud. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. My car won't stop. And then I'm like, and she's like, do you need a minute? I'm like, no, it's fine. I'll take a Grandite. I'll take a Grandite chai. I'll take a Grandite chai. So then I was trying to get the order out in between the timing of the juicy farts, all different kinds of farts. Why is my car farting? And Emily's frantically trying to turn off, but we don't even know it is off. It shouldn't be farting. So anyways, we get to the window and that's when we realized that the turn signal was still on, and the setting we flicked was like turn signal is the fart. So instead of like tick, 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 it's juicy farts. But even though we shut it off, we hadn't turned off the turn signal. So it was stuck in fart mode. Listen, the poor lady at the window, because how do you explain that it's not me? It's the car. Car's fart, don't you know that? Anyways, I can never go to that Starbucks again. Who am I kidding? I'm going to Starbucks again. But the point is, I have no point. That's just my story. Okay, bye.
Sorry we didn't film it.
Yeah, sorry we didn't film it. Why didn't we film it? Woo! I don't think you understand the mortification. Guess you had to be there.